everyone, I'm Megan. Thank you so much for coming to my channel and clicking on this video. Today's video is going to be all about how to get a job and/or internship and kind of make your mark professionally. Now, to be fair, I do not have all of the answers, but I have had internships and a plethora of professional experiences, so I have some advice and tips and tricks that have helped me that I hope to share with you and that can ultimately help you. So without further ado, let's get right on into the video. That rhymed. Did anyone else catch that? And I'm also a professional rhymer. So a few things right off the bat. Be professional, be prepared, be proactive, be confident, and be yourself. Those 5 things have gotten me incredibly far in my professional experience, so keep true to those. Be professional at all times. Always dress professionally, even if you don't think it's a professional interview, always go over and beyond. Always hold yourself with elegance and grace and class, because that will speak volumes. Just always be professional and always have your professional face on. Of course, naturally, we're not always going to be professional at all times, but in these experiences of interviews or informationals, it's always important to hold yourself with a lot of professionalism, because like I said, that will speak volumes to the future employer or whoever you're speaking to. Be proactive. If you're proactive in your job and or intern search or just professional experience in general, then that will get you really, really far. Now, I'm not gonna lie, there is definitely a fine line between being kind of annoying and overbearing and being proactive. Find that line and walk it, because that will serve you well. Be prepared. Before you go into any professional experience, before you go into a job or internship interview or even an informational, then always be prepared. Know the person that you're talking to. Research them on LinkedIn, research them online. I think that being prepared and doing your research does help out in an interview, because then that future employer sees that you do go over and beyond and you take that next step to, you know, better improve not only yourself, but your experience, this interview that you're having. Always do your research on the company as well. If you go into this interview and you know what the last piece of work they just published was, or what they posted on their social media, or who their CEO is, or when it was founded, or just what their motto is, what their mission statement is, then that also is an incredible attribute during an interview, because again, that shows the future employer that you know your stuff. And be confident and be yourself, because confidence also speaks volumes. Just, you know, even having your great posture and being dressed well, that says a lot about your professionalism, and future employers are looking for that absolutely. They want to know that they can trust you to always be on your A game. And of course, it is a thing to kind of embellish your resume. Don't embellish it too much. You know, if you've done the work, definitely put it on there, but don't go over and beyond to kind of twist the truth, because if you actually haven't done A, B, and C that's on your resume, and your future employer sees that and hires you for that, or at least takes you in for an interview because of that, and then asks you about those things and you haven't done them, it's not great. I would not recommend it, but that's my piece of advice. Definitely present yourself very well and know your skill set and know your resume, so when you go into an interview, then you know what you're talking about, but just don't go overboard. Oh, your resume is incredibly important. I cannot stress it enough. I'm very proud of my resume. I absolutely love it, and I will show it to anybody and everyone. But having a strong and engaging resume is number one, absolutely most important, because your resume is kind of the door opener. It's the initial introduction, and it gives your future employer, or who's ever looking at this resume, gives your professional personality life, and if your future employer likes that, then they will bring you in for a real interview. And lucky for us, in 2018, we have so many resources available to us. We have LinkedIn, which is, don't get me started on LinkedIn. I am LinkedIn's #1 fan. I will plug my LinkedIn more than I plug my social media channels, because LinkedIn is everything to me. LinkedIn is a great resource because you can put all of your professional experience and your skill set and your website and your portfolio. It's everything you need professionally you can put on there, and it's a great thing to send out to future employers and use to network, because on LinkedIn you can network with so many people in all of these industries, and it's a great tool. And don't get me started about networking, because I could make a whole video about that. I like to say I'm the queen of networking. My friends and I joke that I'm the networking pimp, and it's true, because I will connect you with anybody that you need to be connected with, and I will find out their information, not in a creepy way, but I will only find out their email and their LinkedIn profile. Okay? Networking is so very important. Let me tell you, I have gotten so many incredible experiences because I knew somebody who knew somebody, or I know somebody currently that is somebody. Just networking is so important, and LinkedIn definitely helps you out with that. This is not sponsored by LinkedIn, but let me tell you, I would like pay LinkedIn for these. I have paid LinkedIn for their services. Also, for your resume, there are some great tools online that can help you craft your resume and personalize your resume so it stands out amongst all the other ones. There is Canva, which is a great website where you can basically create anything: business cards, PR campaigns, maybe I've created a few on there. But you can also find resume templates and personalize them. They're free and they're incredible, and they help you stand out. And another one is Etsy. Now with Etsy, you do have to buy them. I got mine off of Etsy, but the best investment yet, because I get so many compliments on my resume, and it came with a cover letter and a list of references, so it was kind of like a packet, and it has been so incredibly helpful. And people notice that I spent time on my resume and that I went the extra step to make it look professional. So resumes are actually really fun to create, and there are a lot of tools to help you create them. For jobs and internships, always be in the know. Know when due dates are for applications, know when they're hiring. Just always be in the know, because that will definitely help, especially with internships, because a lot of those bigger companies, they have deadlines to apply by, and you definitely want to be in that pool of applicants, because if it's too late, there's not a lot you can do. And to know if people are hiring, there's great websites for that. There's Indeed, there's Handshake, there's LinkedIn Jobs, which is a separate app, but it's obviously a part of LinkedIn. All of those are so incredibly helpful. I would highly recommend being on those websites and constantly searching, because you could find your dream position on these websites, because you can filter your dream salary, your location, your industry, all of these great things. So I would definitely recommend staying in the loop on those apps and websites. And for those smaller companies that might not have deadlines, always try to find their LinkedIn and the people who work there, add everyone, look for recruiters, I'll get into that, but also try to find emails on their websites and just email them a great little introduction of yourself, saying that you're looking for a job or internship, and attach your resume in your LinkedIn profile. And that has gotten me in the door at a lot of places, so I would highly recommend doing that. Now for recruiters, some of you might not know this little trick, so let me let you in on it. Every time you apply to a position at a company, it will not hurt you to go on LinkedIn and find the recruiters or talent acquisition positions at those companies and just add them on LinkedIn. Maybe that's all you do, but that is a great way to kind of put your name out there and that you're open and that you're searching, because honestly, a lot of the times we are thinking like, oh, why didn't they pick us? Why didn't they hire us? Well, maybe they didn't know about us because we didn't put ourselves out there enough. You know, it's always a two-sided street. So all in all, I could talk about professionalism and just tips and tricks for applying to jobs and internships for forever, because I have been in the process of it. I have done it. I have been there. I have had internships. I've run the gamut. That being said, if you guys want another video, maybe talking about something a little bit more specific, just let me know in the comments below. Ask me any questions that you have about how to be professional, how to get a job, how to get an internship, informationals, what those are. I'm here to help you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I've actually really enjoyed making this video because I can talk about this for forever. So let me know in the comments below, like I said, if you have any other questions, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye!